Hi, so random unplanned message for you. I was just sitting outside having my morning coffee on the back deck, and my peeps gave me a message for me. And then they said, well, you should probably share this because I think a lot of people could benefit. So it's just related to the times we're in and where you may find yourself in your own life. Last year, I was working a ton. I was doing YouTubes quite regularly and just work, 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 work. And as I was coming up to the end of the year, my income had dropped considerably. And in around December, I was just fed up. I thought, okay, I'm giving all this stuff away and I'm doing all this work, and it's obviously not paying off. And honestly, I got a little fed up and I was just like, to heck with it. I quit, right? I'll get a job, I'll do something else, I just quit. So, but I didn't quit. I've still been meeting with clients all year and things have kind of improved. I'm just grinding a lot less. And of course, my income is just, it's fine, right? Anyway, so in the spring, there was a couple times where I did YouTubes and I was like, okay, I'm going to come back, right? And then I felt like just this block, it's like, no, it's not time to go back. I don't want to do that right now. And like I say, I'm meeting with clients all along and doing some stuff, just way less social media, way less putting myself out there. Okay. And I was guided to be doing all my inner work. So I had some energy work done by somebody else in the spring. It's always a good idea, even if you do your own, just to have a check-in with somebody else. Um, and I started cleaning around the house, and I was getting the house all clean and or not so much clean, decluttered, and stuff out of the garage and just things like that, like almost like my foundational stuff I was doing. And then I found in the past couple of months, I've been working more on like my physical aspects. And I'm perfectly healthy. Like I just had a physical last week. I'm good. But um, things like getting orthotics for my feet so that I can actually exercise more and more comfortably. Um, like I say, going for a physical, just random things like looking at certain habits with my physical body of how I could get better. Anyway, so all year I've been kind of working on this foundational stuff. And last week I was like, stuff feels like it's not moving, it's not moving. And then what my peeps were saying and what they wanted me to share with you is we're in times of such humongous, humongous change that we actually need to be okay in here to get through this and to kind of help us weather the storms and go with the flow or that kind of stuff. So they were telling me that I am exactly where I need to be with the physical spaces and the physical body, and that where I've been putting my focus, like less outward and more inward. And I've also been working on self-love kind of stuff, and as have my peeps been saying to a lot of clients, have them work on caring for themselves. There's so much division in our world, us against them and fights and all these things. And hurt people, right? So if you can be okay in here and have that self-love and self-care, then you could spread more of that out to more people. And I've kind of always done that, but I've been doing it more this year. And anyway, so one of the things they mentioned this morning is this is a season. Okay, so last December I thought that's it, I quit, and then it was like, no, I don't quit. I'm only taking like off 3 months, and then that 3 months. It's been 10 months now, and I'm still not back to being out there. Maybe maybe I am now. I don't know. I'm here today. But it's like they reminded me this is just a season. You've been on this earth for quite a few decades now. And in the big scheme of all of this time, this is a really short period of time, like 10 months, a year, whatever. And they wanted me to share that with you so that if you've been feeling stuck this year, like things aren't moving, getting impatient, like I'm getting impatient, like when's it going to move? Just remember, you're exactly where you need to be. And the more you can kind of go into the inner acceptance and tell yourself, like, I'm okay, this is going to work out. And look at the internal, like, look at your foundational things and what you've been working on with your foundations. And, maybe certain people or things have been clearing out of your life. But everything starts with inside. So if your external hasn't been moving much this year, it's okay. It's okay. Look at what you've been doing internally and continue to work on that internal, and then you will see more external things start to flow eventually. It could be next spring, but it could be sooner too, according to my peeps, right? Anyway, I just wanted to share this because they shared it with me and said I should share it with you. So, Tamara Hawk here. If you like this, you could subscribe or not. Anyway, till next time, much love.